So today I'm making an insect repellent. It's getting to that time of year where the insects are starting to come out and starting to think about what you can use in your own garden as an insect repellent. Maybe you need one for when you're out walking the dog, camping, whatever it might be. There are things that you can make yourself, and this is a recipe that I'm making today. There are lots of variations. Now in insect repellents you've got a couple of different options. You could have something that is solid, so an ointment, and in that ointment you would have an infused oil that contains essential oils which are insect repelling, and you would usually have essential oils in there as well, again that would be insect repelling, and then you could apply that ointment. Now not everybody likes that style because it can be very greasy, as we know ointments sit on the surface of the skin, which is great because that is what you want of an insect repellent. You don't want it to absorb into the skin, you want it to be on the surface of the skin so that it can prevent the biting of the insect. If you're in a very swampy area and you want the insect repellent to really stay on the surface of your skin a lot and you're not worried about it being greasy, then that's a really good option. I don't particularly like very greasy insect repellents, so I was very keen to make ones that did not that were still effective but didn't leave a greasy surface to the skin. So the insect repellents that I mainly use are tincture based, so they're alcohol based, and what that means is that alcohol evaporates as it gets onto the skin, but the essential oils are dispersed across the surface of your skin, and they will stay there for a reasonable amount of time. I mean, that's completely dependent on how sweaty you are. So probably it's going to last maybe a couple of hours if you're in a very sweaty time. It might be all day if it's quite early in the season and it's not very hot yet. But again, that is going to depend how sweaty a person you are. Something to note about this insect repellent: majority of insect repellents are very high essential oil counts, which means the majority of these are not suitable for pregnant women or children under 6. That is because they cannot, for various reasons, they cannot tolerate this high level of essential oils, and it's not safe for them to have this high level of essential oil on their skin. So this is an adult only essential oil based insect repellent that I'm going to be showing you today. So this one, first of all, there is a base, and the base is a tincture. And what I'm using today is a bay leaf, so the same bay leaf that you would use in cooking, but as a tincture. So it's been steeped in alcohol and extracted, so you can see that I've got this lovely brown colour. And it's about 50ml, so that's 50ml in there as the base. You will see in some recipes there'll be half and half of 2 different tinctures. That's something that you can easily do. I'm just using a bay leaf tincture as a base for this one. So the next ingredient is rosemary. So that's 20 drops of rosemary essential oil, which is insect repelling, which is why it is in there. And then 10 drops of citronella essential oil. And 5 drops of thyme essential oil. So as with the other essential oil based remedies that I've shown, make sure you give them a good shake before you use them, because you will notice you'll get a greasy ring on the top and that's just the essential oil separating out. So just give it a good shake and it's good to go. Now you'll see this is brown. This is not going to stain your skin unless you're making it with something from a root that's can dye you, or something that's got turmeric in or something like that, which we wouldn't use in this case. These tinctures, even though they do look brown, when you spray them on the skin, they do not stain. So you're fine. And this will stay reasonably stable for about 6 to 8 months. So this, I usually make just a small bottle because this will probably last me the season. So 50 ml, and I use it quite regularly, going camping, canoeing, whatever. And I will go through a bottle through a summer season. So it's really easy to use. Just spray it on. If you are wearing a sunblock or a suntan lotion, make sure you spray it on the outside, because as soon as you put that on, it will actually break down the essential oils. So put that on the outer layer of whatever it is that you're wearing. Don't spray it on the face. If you do want something insect repelling on the face, you're going to need to dilute this down a little bit in some water, which you can just do on your hands. So just spray it on your hands and then pop some water on your hands, and then you can actually dab it onto your face, not in the eye area. Do be very careful. This does contain a high amount of essential oils. You do not want it in your eye or any sensitive areas. This is something I will note as well. Do not spray it on broken skin or sensitive areas of the body. You will be hopping for days, I can assure you. So yes, also avoid eyes, but dilute it if you're going to use it around the face. It's fine on the neck because that's obviously a key area where you want an insect repellent. So you can dab it around the back of your neck area, that's fine. But on the face, do dilute it in some water. Okay, so do comment and subscribe to my videos. It'd be great if you've got other recipes that you've tried that you really like. Do pop them in the comments, and I will be probably be doing more of these type of videos coming soon. So do look out for those. And just for you to see the recipe as well, that's the recipe. So we've got 50 ml of the bay tincture, 20 drops of the rosemary essential oil, 10 drops of the citronella essential oil, and 5 drops of the thyme essential oil.